For me, it is personal to me. I lost my post office. We decided to close it because we had 5 years of putting in the money ourselves. My husband had to go back to work to fund those losses. And we had a vicious cycle of taking the money out of the till of the shop to pay for the shortfall. We offered to move the post office maybe to the village hall because then would be less costs associated with it because of the electricity and everything else.
Yes.
But they said no, they didn't want to do that. But a month after we closed the post office, guess what?
They had
They had one in the village hall.
They had to open one in the village hall. Let me take you back, if I may.
Yes.
To what were you hoping would happen as this went on? Because when you first decided, and no doubt you and your husband talked about it, and one of you said, well, we're going to have to make it up out of the shop takings, aren't we? We're going to have to make up the post office shortfall from the shop takings. And you couldn't actually at the time see any other option. But you certainly weren't expecting that to go on for 5 years the first time you did it.
No, the first time happened for me within the first couple of months of taking over the shop. And it was a different role for me completely.
Right.
I thought I was incompetent. I thought I didn't know how I was doing my job, and the helpline told me that. I met somebody who lives local who works for Fujitsu.
Right.
He told me I was incompetent as well.
Good Lord.
And actually, I'm quite a bright woman.
Yes.
But then maths isn't my strong point. I always hold my head up for that.
Okay.
And I thought maybe I was doing it wrong.
And what sort of sums were we talking about, Charlotte?
£400, £500, a few £100 a time. There was 1 month where I lost all of my salary because someone said to me, don't take it out of the shop, don't pay it cash, get it done through your salary. You've got a paper trail then.
So, I mean, everyone else has been watching this drama with their jaw on the floor. You must have been watching it in rather a different condition.
My husband and I, we watched it. We've been away, and we came back and we decided to watch it in one day.
Right.
And we were left bereft. We cried the whole way through, and we were so angry that this was all going on when we took on our post office. No one said anything to us, and just left devastated. And it's not until today that I actually feel, okay, I can get on with the rest of my life now.
Gosh.
Because this last week it's made me so angry. And no one will say sorry.
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. There's two things. No one will say sorry. And also, I know a lot of people were told that they were the only ones that this was happening to, which must be extraordinary. Now you've seen the full scale of the scandal.
Absolutely extraordinary, yes. And I never signed up for the unions. I just kept myself to myself, so I never got wind of what was going on.
Right.
So I just thought we were there in our little village. We stopped going out locally because of the dirty looks and you shut the shop, I can't get my milk anymore, and just the vindictiveness of people. And people I thought were my friends really turned on us for no reason at all. Now we can go out, but still some people will not talk to us because we shut their shop.
I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve any of this, did you? So
No.
I mean, what was the toughest bit of all of it, do you think?
Not being listened to, not being supported by our village. And I think when I watched the programme and Jo Hamilton had the support of her village, that for me really upset me because my husband's he's born there, he's lived there all his life, and no one believed in him.
Good Lord.
They didn't want to support him, which is a real shame.